This is Bruce Anderson from Mindset Wins. In previous videos, I've made reference to a number of processes that I use for clearing negativity. And one of the terms that I used was double blind change work. Now, what does that mean? First of all, don't confuse it with double bind. Double bind is a technique that parents are very familiar with in inviting, for example, their children to get to bed. Do you want me to read you a story after you get in bed or before you get in bed? It gives a sense of agency and a sense of choice to the child, but the process of you're going to go to bed is still embedded in there. So that's the double bind. I'm talking today about double blind. Now, when if you come to me with a problem and we talk about your problem and I help you get a different perspective on your problem, that's regular change work. I help you get a different perspective and you realize, oh, that's really not such a big problem after all. Right, and you feel better. There are other times when you can do what's called blind change work, where you say to me, for example, well, there's this thing I want to work on, but it's really, really, really personal, and I don't even want to tell you what it is. And it's possible for me to guide you through a series of steps that will help you on your own, without me even knowing what it is, get a different perspective on that and hopefully feel better about it so that it's not a problem that you're dragging behind you, holding you back. Most of the techniques that I use for clearing negativity are what I call double blind. In other words, you don't know what you're working on, and neither do I. Now, wait a minute. If you don't know what you're working on, how can you work on it? This has to do with conscious awareness versus unconscious. Your unconscious mind knows everything about you. That's where all of your memories live. They're all there. That's where all your habits live. That's where all your beliefs live. Whether they're supportive or limiting, that's where your sense of identity lives. All of that is in your unconscious mind. So your unconscious mind is always aware of everything, but you may have no conscious awareness at all of some of the issues that are actually there. And some of them, if you do or don't want to talk about them, so on. So what we do for a whole series of processes is basically to get your unconscious mind in trance to go ahead and deal with the entire set of some category of negativity. And your unconscious mind can do this. And it works. What can I say? I got most of these concepts from one of my mentors, Mark Cunningham, who's a genius at coming up with ideas like this. And the basic idea is, well, you don't have to bother the conscious mind with dealing with this stuff. Let the unconscious mind do it on autopilot. Wonderful idea, and they work. So that's what the concept of double blind is about. It's let your unconscious mind deal with it and don't bother your conscious mind about it.